Vale.
Can you briefly introduce yourself, your organization and role?
Okay. Well, my name is Francisco Lavado. I am industrial engineer. I'm working at TDK now. I have been working in this company since 28 years ago. So I had the chance to see all the evolution of these new technologies. TDK is a big company. It's based in Japan, in Germany, in both countries, and we have a plant here in Malaga, and we are producing electronic products, starting from the request of the customer, following with the design of the product, the design of the process, the manufacturing, the sales, and the after sales, the whole process, the whole cycle life of the product, we are taking care of it. So this is our main activity.
Thank you very much. The European project Make My Future aim at supporting bed teacher in implementing activity to provide students with advanced digital competence in line with the change of Industry 4.0. According to your opinion, could you please let us know which are going to be the next trend in Industry 4.0 and especially related to digital twin technology?
Yeah, of course. Well, when we are talking about Industry 4.0, we are talking about different technologies. Okay, but we are talking mainly, not only, but mainly about digitalization. So when we are doing the digitalization, we may think on systems or in physical assets and how to digitalize them. In case of a system, for example, we can think on how to manage the complete company. Okay, and we are talking here about systems that are called ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Or in case of production itself, for example, we are talking about MES, Manufacturing Executing System, or if you are thinking of a product from the beginning to the end, PLM. Okay, so this is related to systems. But we can also virtualize, we can also digitalize the assets, physical assets. Okay? And these physical assets could be products, machines, production systems, or could be. So at the end, what we have is, and this is people like me that we are coming from the analogic environment. We have the real world where we have visually you can visualize the asset, but also you have another layer which are the data. And all this you can virtualize. And you can virtualize what you can see, but you can also virtualize what the data that is inside. So at the end, what we're talking is we have the reality and we have the virtual environment. So we have different worlds, but they are connected. If you're connecting, for example, transferring the data from the real asset to the virtual asset, then you can monitor what you are producing, for example, in case you are talking about production. But you can go further. You can transfer the data not only from the real asset to the virtual world, but you can also change something virtually, and you can change the reality. So at the end you have the real world, the virtual world, and transfer of data from one world to the other. So you can either modify the virtual world with the reality, or you can change the reality with the virtual world. And this is the digital twin. This is the pure digital twin. You can see that here we are combining, or they are linked, these two realities. There is another third concept, which is you have the real world, you have modeled this real world in a virtual world, and they are not connected. You are not connecting the data, but they are behaving similarly. Means that if you have, for example, a robot that you can manage with a controller of the robot, you can have the virtual robot managed with a virtual controller, which in the same conditions will behave similarly.
Okay.
So in that case, you are not transferring data from one world to the other, but they are behaving as they would do in the virtual world, in the as the real one. So, I'm referring to the physically, you can see something physically, but I have mentioned also the data. And this is something I also want to underline. If you are working with data, you can do many things here. And one of the main things you can do is use artificial intelligence to manage this data and to get predictions or to be able to see how the system will behave. So this is something very important and very interesting. If you see many of the algorithms used in AI, artificial intelligence, they are based on, you have to feed with data, you have to train the algorithm.
Yes.
And when you are training the algorithm, either you take data from reality, but in many cases, to produce the huge number of data you need, is very difficult to get from the real world. Either because there are conditions that you cannot do easily in the reality, or you need a lot of data that will take weeks, months, years to generate. And you, if you are doing that with this third model, I have said that they are not connected to that, but they are behaving similarly. In that case, in the virtual world, you can generate all the data to train these AI algorithms. And finally, benefits of this. Okay, what is the benefit? Why we are using these new tools in our case in the production or in the design or in the sales? What we are doing that is because first, you have more transparency on the real world, so you can get data and you can analyze. You can take decisions based on this data more accurately. Second, you have more flexibility and efficiency because you can do in the virtual environment in a much faster way the experiments or the changes, and you can check offline the changes before implementing the reality. And the third benefit, I would say, is the speed. You can react faster to a new project, to a new change. So at the end, it's a question of being before in the market. So this is a summary of what I would say about this Industry 4.0 and how we can make use of the digital twin.
Thank you very much, Francisco, for this very interesting presentation and for sharing with us all this knowledge. Dear Make My Future student, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please keep tuned for the next activity. Bye. Thank you.